Welcome back.
Let's get it.
All right, man. We're gonna talk Thurman versus Josesito Lopez coming up this Saturday, the 26th, if I don't mistake, on Showtime, if I don't mistake. It's a welcome back fight for Keith one-time Thurman. He hasn't fought since March 2017. We really don't know what to expect from this man. All we know, he won his last fight against Danny Garcia, I'm sorry.
Garcia.
And then he went and got married, got an accident, got a couple of injuries. He stood away from the cameras, which I think is a smart thing to do when you're not fighting or you're not doing nothing with the sport. The best thing to do is don't be in the cameras like that, because you expose yourself with the fans. And you don't want to tell something that you really don't know about it yet. That's why it's smart always to stay away from the cameras when you're not fighting.
Yeah.
Now, the man, he still calling himself the champ. He still calling himself an elite fighter. He still think he the man, and I never thought he was the man at welterweight, and neither I think today. Another thing that bothers me about Keith Thurman before we even start talking about the fight is just that, a lot of people give a hard time to other fighters when they're not defending their belts against proper opponents, or they're not defending, fighting, defending their belts because inactivity or legal issues or whatever. But when when this happens, most times, I'm not gonna say all the time, but most times, the WBC or the WBA or whatever association, whatever belt company, whatever, they just take the belt from you.
I don't really understand why Keith Thurman has not been really active lately.
I mean, he went on vacation, he got married, he got injured.
I understand, if you get married, you take, 3-4 months off, maybe I'll give him.
But he got his injuries too.
Well, but see, that's personal injuries. It's something you went out and you done stupid. You're a professional fighter.
I think if you're not fighting for X or Y reason, give up the fucking belt. When you're ready, come back for the belt. The WBC did that with him. They took the belt from him and they told him, whenever you feel like it, you'll fight for it again. You don't even have to go through the ranks, which I think is bullshit. But I understand that he was the rightful champion
of the belt. At the time, like you said, before we ready to get deep into the situation about this fight that's coming up this weekend, Keith Thurman and Josesito Lopez. Once again, like you said, here Keith Thurman is talking about, he's still the man and he's still in demand and he's still like pretty much, I guess you would say, the shit in I guess in the welterweight division. So I mean, think about it.
I just don't think he's the shit. I never thought he was. Keith Thurman is a very smart fighter.
He is.
He moves around. He's very technical. He got power. Hey, I ain't got nothing to hate about Keith Thurman's game plan or the way he fights or anything like that. But the problem, my guy, is that you talk all this shit, but then you turn around and say you need a whole 2-3 tune-ups in order to fight.
Can I ask you a question? What the hell do he need? What do he need multiple tune-ups for? I mean, I can understand maybe one fight, maybe two. That's pushing it to me.
Listen, man, I don't know. It's not like, for example, Tyson Fury he got 200 pounds over him or anything like that. I understand the fight with Josesito Lopez. Josesito Lopez is a dangerous opponent.
Yeah,
he's a good opponent.
He's fought good. He's fought good.
He fought better competition than Keith Thurman. How about that?
Canelo.
He fought Canelo, Marcos Maidana. He fought Andre Berto. And all the other fighters that we're not speaking right now. But, Josesito Lopez got a better resume than goddamn Keith Thurman.
Hey, it's way better than.
He got some win though.
7 losses, 36 wins. He's
not over 45. He's a veteran.
He's a veteran. So at this point in time, this is a perfect fight for me. This is great for for Josesito Lopez to be having somebody as Keith Thurman
going for a title shot, a vulnerable champion.
Yeah,
Keith Thurman at this point is a vulnerable champion.
Very vulnerable.
He knows this. That's why he's taking the tune-ups. And let me tell you this, fans. Don't be on that fanboy shit like fucking all these other channels in YouTube.
True.
This is not about race either.
Hold
This
up.
is not about none of that shit.
Hold up.
Let's get this thing straight. Well, go ahead. What you want?
No, I'm just laughing at you because I see where you're going with this shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get there, but I will say this, man. Keith Thurman. I just don't understand the part that he needs so many multiple tune-ups. He talks about that he needs 2-3 tune-ups before he faces the likes of Errol, Spence, and fighters like that. In the other hand, you got Manny Pacquiao, a 40-year-old man, facing better competition than Keith Thurman is.
And it's sad.
A sick 40-year-old man.
Hey, and it's sad to say it like that, but it's only truthful. So
but you know what pisses me off too?
Tell me what pisses you off.
That Manny Pacquiao is doing this for the regular belt, while Keith Thurman is holding the real belt. Like this fight here against Broner could have been for the real belt. If Mayweather get out of retirement, it could be for the real belt.
Oh, talk.
And then when you got big fights like that, that's when we become legacy fights, because even though Mayweather don't have nothing to show the world, or Manny Pacquiao,
no, he don't.
Another belt will still be a legacy belt, because it will be Mayweather's 20 whatever fucking belt, which no fucking everybody accomplished.
Yes.
Do you feel me? And for Manny Pacquiao, it will be, I don't know what fucking belt would it be, like 13, 14 number belt for him.
You gotta understand, these fighters.
This is what Keith Thurman, by not fighting, he's doing all this. He's causing all this. He's holding the belt hostage. And it's just not fair.
I don't think it's fair either.
It's not fair for not just Pacquiao, but for Broner either.
Other fighters.
Or for whoever is fighting Pacquiao next. Because you see, while Keith Thurman is fighting these tune-ups, you got the old-ass Manny Pacquiao facing this young, hungry lion in their primes.
And
I'm not talking only about fucking Adrien, Broner, about Jesse Vargas, about all the fighters that Manny Pacquiao been fighting the last 3 to 4 years.
Manny Pacquiao have stepped up his
resume. He always fighting a top 5.
He's fighting all the impressive fighters that's new, that's up and coming,
or undefeated, or rising stars, or something.
He's fighting everybody, and he's opening the door. He's not biased. Let me say it like that. I mean, it was
he's taking risks.
It was a point in time where I really didn't like Manny Pacquiao.
But you know what?
I give Manny Pacquiao and salute Manny Pacquiao.
But I'll tell you this. I guarantee you one
respect, though, man.
I guarantee you one thing, and this will go with most people. I guarantee you this happens to most people.
Yeah.
I guarantee you this happens to most people. They talk about, I didn't like Manny Pacquiao. I guarantee you it's not Manny Pacquiao who they didn't like. It was Top Rank and Bob Arum, HBO. Those were the people behind Manny Pacquiao that they didn't like. Those were the people that were pushing words onto Manny Pacquiao's mouth to speak.
That was.
Because we all know HBO, we all know Top Rank and Bob Arum and Incorporated. They're all full of shit.
Promotional, man. Very promotional.
So now Manny Pacquiao is very happy. I can tell PBC is fucking happy as shit with him too. Manny Pacquiao is a superstar. You feel me? And he's a bigger star as Mayweather. No, not as big, but he's right there below Mayweather.
He's on the same level.
He's on the same worldwide known level.
He is.
So man, I just, going back to this fucking fight with Keith Thurman and Josesito Lopez, I just, I think Keith Thurman should win. I don't know where Keith Thurman is right now. I really don't know.
Well,
I'm hoping he's hungry. I'm hoping he's very confident, not overconfident, but I hope he knows what he's getting himself into, because let me tell you something, my brother. The welterweight division it's not the same welterweight division
When
2 years ago.
No, not when he left.
It was not the same.
You gotta look at it like this, Alex. When you go to dealing with these fighters that's been sitting on the sideline, playing the side role, not really being dedicated to the sports and putting their time in and being very active. You got to understand, when you sit on the sideline like that, you put yourself on a shelf. And when you put yourself on a shelf like that, meaning that you're not active in doing what you actually do and like to do. To me, I'm wondering, what was the break besides marriage? I mean, there was no reason for that break.
Listen, man, it's just, I'm gonna tell you something. I have done my little, like my little digging, and it's like everybody been saying since Mayweather retired. All these fighters are trying to act like Floyd Mayweather, but without the credentials. And it sounds so stupid when you have no credentials. Retiring in the middle of your fucking prime. Like you had the greatest, bro. Mayweather retired in the middle of his prime, but he beat the likes of Corrales.
Yes,
the fucking likes of Arturo Gatti. He fucking Oscar de la Hoya.
He pulled Ricky. Man, he pulled everybody.
Before he retired, he had like 3 or 4 Hall of Famers in his resume already.
He pulled all the magic tricks out and woosah'd every fucking body and gave them a wow to expectation of what boxing actually is.
And got the biggest payday in boxing history.
Period.
With De La Hoya before he retired for the first time. Now you got dumbass Keith Thurman make $2 million in a fight with Manny Garcia and retires in the middle of the fucking prime. That's why you will never, Keith Thurman. That's why you will never make that type of money Floyd Mayweather made.
Not
even close.
I
guarantee you his biggest paycheck is gonna be Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao fights him. And that will be his biggest paycheck ever, bro.
That would be very stupid of him to put himself in that position and to put himself
and lose
up on that type of level where he should be on the elite.
Bro, I don't consider Keith Thurman an elite, because like I said,
when he should be on the elite, I don't even consider him as an elite fighter at all.
It's like when you beat the dudes that were on your same level, which was Garcia and Porter.
Yeah.
And you retire in the hardest moment of your career that it was how could you say that it was like a debate between whether you were an elite fighter or not. Because it was a debate. It was a debate back then.
I mean, he was showing himself to be somewhat of an elite fighter before he left out, because he was facing the competition that was there, and he was calling out the fighters. But you know what? I ain't never heard him call out nobody else besides Floyd.
Listen, man, he only called out Floyd Mayweather, and he only called out Manny Pacquiao one time. And he called out one time Maidana.
Oh, my God.
That was the only 3 names that I heard him call.
Hey, Maidana will be a tough fight for him.
Maidana,
he probably beat him.
I think Maidana would have get on that body. It would have given him a rough fucking night.
Yeah.
Because Keith Thurman, I'm sorry, once Keith Thurman get hit on a fucking exchange, he
that body is weak, man.
He retreats. And how do you think that body's gonna come after 2-year layoff?
Oh my God, soft.
Listen, man, Josesito Lopez is not the best out there, but he can really make you look bad. It's just that Josesito Lopez, he has shown that he can get hit by the right hand and get knocked out. He got hit by the right hand with Berto, by the right hand with Canelo, by the right hand with Marcos Maidana, and got stopped. So, talking about Keith Thurman does have power on his right hand.
He does.
And I think he's going to win by stoppage. I hope so. If he don't win by stoppage, then I'm going to be doing videos every day until he get until he give up his belt.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Yeah, and I'll tell you something. If Mayweather doesn't come back because Manny Pacquiao did not look as spectacular, I'm sorry, he did win convincingly, but he did not look spectacular.
No, he didn't.
He did not.
He did not look spectacular.
Y'all motherfuckers always work with the trash.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What's up, baby? I thought you was a white boy. Boy, this motherfucker, huh?
Hey.
50, man.
Man.
Oh,
hey, but yes, man.
But yeah, man, but
I've been trying to inch up, give me. Man, I blew up today, bro. I didn't even try to, my nigga.
Hold on, we on
we on YouTube right now talking about that Manny Pacquiao fight.
What?
Yeah.
You on YouTube?
Listen,
Yeah.
How you on YouTube?
On the phone.
On the phone? What? You ain't.
Ah!
What?
The phone?
Where you pointing at?
Here.
Oh, you trying to give me something?
Hey, but yeah, man, but I'm gonna tell you, my brother.
Where you see that? What the video at?
Right here.
Oh shit!
Hey,
We started to do our thing again, man.
hey, my people, you know this our boy right here, Psycho, man.
Pacquiao supposed to fight that black dude with the beard?
No,
Adrien, they fought already.
Who won?
Manny Pacquiao won.
Pacquiao, of course.
That's what the fuck they was talking about. He was trying to say that he just did this. Nah, nigga fucked you up, nigga. That what he did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Man,
Y'all know that. Yeah.
He really trying. You know who he really trying to get at?
Floyd. Everybody already know that.
Floyd Mayweather.
Everybody.
Him because he never been beat before, and then he just be talking. Nigga won't get somebody. If he keep fighting long enough, somebody gonna get him. You has to believe if he keep fighting long enough. See, Mike Tyson. See, the only reason Mike Tyson lost because he lost his inspiration.
Yes.
His heart to fight.
Yes.
See, that nigga right there, somebody gonna knock his heart out.
That's the only way.
That's the only way they gonna get him. Nigga gotta come with him with a smart fight like how he fight. See, ain't nobody told nobody about that shit yet. You gotta come just as smart as that motherfucker.
You do.
See, if you come smart as him, but your shit punches be a little bit harder than his shit, you can beat him.
Okay, you got it right there.
I swear.
You heard Psycho?
That nigga ain't got no power. He got moves, but he got no.
He got no hand like that.
He got no power to drop.
You're right. Hey, you heard it from Psycho, my people.
You heard it from Psycho.
Everybody want Floyd. He said that he needs to be smarter than Floyd, whoever wants to be Floyd. I agree.
I do.
You know, but going back to Thurman and Josesito Lopez, my brother, you know, I just think Josesito Lopez could make him look bad, you know, in the first few rounds. But then at the end, I think if Thurman comes, you know, dedicated like he should, because all that shit that he talks about, injuries and shit, I don't believe none of that shit. And I think that's why he stood away from the cameras. Watch out that car. I think that's why he stood away from the cameras, you know, because all that shit was bullshit. And that's the bottom line, you know. I think he's gonna come in tremendous shape.
You think so?
Due to what I just said, I think he never was hurt like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he was just retiring, letting the welterweight division to shape a little longer, because he knows at this point he could lose to anybody. Let's remember that he got split and majority decisions against Danny Garcia and Porter.
Yeah,
it's not like he dominated like people like to brag about and shit. Other people, other channel, this fucking biased ass fucking channel. Listen, man, I applaud everybody that does boxing shit.
I do too.
I do, because that's why we all here. That's why he keep us reveling. But some of you biased motherfuckers, some of these motherfuckers are like the biggest channels in YouTube too. I'm sick of it. Man, fuck if the guy is your race. Fuck all that, bro.
Yeah, you can't be just so biased to the fact of what the truth is. Yeah. As they said, you know, it's a such thing as being truthful about the whole situation. So, in this matter, you know, don't be biased and be like just all up Keith Thurman ass. Because once again, I mean, Keith Thurman, like Alex said, is a great fighter. He's a great fighter. He has done what he needed to do to be reveling in his weight class.
But when he was at the top, he had the welterweight division's world in his hand, bro. But you know what? He knew he was gonna drop that shit like the Cowboys do. Fumble. I'm sorry, I had to do
you're
it.
killing
You know,
me.
he was gonna fumble. He was gonna fumble that shit, bro. Cause there's no way these dudes will fight the same guys. Porter or Garcia and beat them convincingly. Not to mention fucking Spence and Garcia coming up now.
That's kind of like.
How about Adrien Broner?
Hey, that's kind of.
Adrien Broner will be a good fight too, but this fucking Keith Thurman's been bullshitting. He didn't, he could be facing all these fighters. Even Porter got a better resume than Keith Thurman.
He do.
Porter got a better resume than Keith. Danny Garcia got a better resume than Keith. Why people be on Keith Thurman's balls so much?
And it's just sad that he's been inactive so dang long.
He's so inactive. He get hurt to the body.
A serious body shot will really make the change of the fight, in which it does in most occasions.
What was the thing that dude that hit him, that hurt him to the body?
Oh, God,
I forgot his name, but if I don't mistake, I think Broner fought him too.
I think so.
Broner schooled him.
I think so. I think
I could be mistaken. I don't know.
You might be mistaken, though. I think you are mistaken.
But the thing is, this dude has no credible names under his resume.
True.
And the most credible name he got is just the same level of fighter that he is. I don't think he's an A-level fighter. I just don't think so.
Do you think he's like a high B fighter?
I just think he's a smart fighter.
So
he know how to move around in the business.
So would you put him in the A, B, C, or D?
I would put him in the B. Because
high B or low B?
I just give him a regular B.
Okay.
I think he's just a straight B. No more, no less.
No plus, no negative.
No, just a fucking 85 on the middle.
Oh my God.
So
you got 85, 80. That's basic 80.
Yeah, he's basic. A fucking B, bro.
Okay.
When you face another B-level, C-level fighter and you barely beat them.
Yeah, then that puts you.
I keep you the stat. Either you stay in the same level or you go below.
I mean, think about it like this. If you don't fight fighters that's like up on the higher level, if you don't fight opponents that's a higher level than you, and try to be in the position where you fight better better opponents than the ones you are fighting like now, I think you become more or less than what you are. I don't think you as your skill levels and settings is not being like sharpened. So to me, if you're not getting your skill levels sharpened in the process of fighting opponents, meaning you fighting people that are actually on your level or above your level, to show, you know what I'm saying?
Who you are.
Who you really are.
Like, for example, Mike Garcia.
Like,
challenging himself to see where he at against perhaps the best welterweight in the world, Errol Spence.
Hey, man.
That is a challenge.
Hey, man. Mike Garcia, man, my heart stopped when he said he wanted to face Errol Spence,
we're going to see, man. We're going to see.
And did I think that fight would happen? Absolutely, I did. I thought that fight would happen. And you got to think about it. Errol Spence is from Dallas, man. And when you go to talking about that, we're not going to get too far off this conversation about Keith Thurman. But Errol Spence is from Dallas, man. Of course, Errol is man, he's a good guy. He's a great fighter, man.
He's a great fighter. He got a lot of questions to answer.
I mean, you got to think about it. This division is I would say he's like, you got a whole bunch of, I'm not calling nobody no chickens or no type of animal, but I want to say he's like the hawk or the eagle that's just waiting on the prey. Yeah, he's sitting and waiting on the prey to devour him.
He ready. I don't think there's no denial in him trying to face the best ones out there.
No, it's dirty.
He really trying to do his thing, But going back to what you were saying, in easier words, in easier words to say what you were saying earlier.
Yes, sir.
I feel like this is the same thing you said, but I'm just gonna say it in easier words.
Yes, sir.
Keith Thurman has never been the underdog in a fight.
No, he hasn't.
Whenever you become an underdog and you show the world different, then for me, that's when you become a proven fighter. You feel me? That's when you prove everybody wrong. That's when you're a proven fighter.
That's when they say that's different levels to this shit.
Exactly.
It's different levels to this.
Like that boy at my kitchen says. Exactly.
Exactly.
Hey, for real, bro. Like, if you don't, when has he ever been the underdog?
I
You
never
know,
seen
like,
the
come
underdog.
on, man. You know, it's not like, for example, Danny Garcia. He's been in the underdog position twice
definitely.
against Amir Khan, against Matisse,
And he beat
them both guys.
man.
You feel me?
And I mean, and that was tough oppositions for him.
And that
I
was
meant to say
tough
something like
fucking opposition,
that was
bro.
tough opposition. That's the word I was looking for, y'all.
You know,
Oppositions, man.
It's just that you listen, man. I can't wait for this fight on Saturday because like I said, I like Keith Thurman. I like what he brings to the game. I'm just pissed that he left for 2 years like that when he got the world in his hand, and then on top of that, he holds the belt hostage.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he's coming. You see, that's when people forget about Mayweather. Mayweather retired, but he came back and fought Marquez right away.
Right. Top opposition, man.
And people was giving him shit still.
Man,
people was giving him shit, but who is Marquez today?
Hey, Marquez was an elite fighter,
And Marquez
man.
a motherfucker.
He's still.
You see, but this motherfucker comes from the biggest victory of his career, go to a 2-year layoff, and come back to fight number rank. I don't fucking know what number.
Yes.
Josesito fucking Lopez.
That's like beneath you, bro.
Hey, at least Josesito Lopez just came out of 3 victories after being stopped by Andreberto. He fought a 6-round fight and then 2 10-round fights, and he gets a title shot.
Damn.
Right away, WBA.
Right away.
You know, that's the way to do it, WBA.
That's definitely
You
the way
know,
to do it.
this is your super welterweight champ. But on the other hand, you got your regular champ, Manny Pacquiao, doing pay-per-view numbers.
Yes.
Which I want to do another video about that.
Dude,
about,
I'm with you, I'm with
we're
you.
doing another video about the pay-per-views. I gotta, but anyway, we'll leave that for the other video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Keith Thurman, I think he's gonna come to this very cautious. Got a lot to lose.
Do you think he's gonna come in shape?
I'm gonna give you this breakdown now.
I'm asking you a
I
question.
think he's gonna come in one of the best.
You 100%.
I think he's gonna come in one of the best
Don't
shapes
tell me.
ever.
Okay.
This man in his prime.
Okay.
And this man was not hurt for 2 years, like people claim.
I don't think he's
And neither I saw him getting too big either.
On himself.
I saw him getting a little big when he was getting married and all that shit. But then after that, he kind of went down in weight and he stood in weight. I'm not saying that he was 147,
Yeah,
but
but
I don't think he was 180.
Yeah, you don't think? Yeah.
He was like 170, 165,
165,
bro.
yeah.
You feel me? You can
He
just
was,
tell in
right.
his face.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna come in tremendous shape. He's gonna come very cautious. He's not gonna give anything to fucking Josesito Lopez. He's not gonna make it an entertaining fight. I think he's gonna pick his shots. It's gonna be a pop shotting on the night until that big hand delivers and put Josesito Lopez on his ass. And I think, I'm gonna say it like this. I think it's gonna be. How you call that? I think Josesito Lopez is gonna get irritated by the movement, and he's gonna start, doing this Mexican thing that Mexican guys do, and go come on forward, and come on crazy, get mistake, go into a big exchange with Keith Thurman and get stuck.
Get stopped.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I got this fight going for Keith Thurman. It's gonna be late rounds, 8, 7, 8, maybe 10, it's gonna be mid-late round, because this is another opportunity for Josesito Lopez trying to make a championship, on the welterweight division, and he's gonna come hungry. He knows the stakes. He knows Keith Thurman being out for 2 years. He knows Keith Thurman is soft on the body. He knows perhaps Keith Thurman, after all this shit, is vulnerable. He knows depression is on Keith Thurman.
Not on him.
Not on him. So this is a very vulnerable moment for Keith Thurman.
Okay.
But I still got Keith Thurman pulling it off convincingly.
I would agree with you on this fight.
The only thing I'm saying Keith Thurman will pull it off the way I'm saying is because I firmly believe that he was not hurt for all 2 years. He was just waiting to come back and make the most money before he loses his O. Because there's gonna be a moment now to start facing all these big shots like Spence, Pacquiao, and that's a fight, let's be honest. We don't know if Keith Thurman is gonna win those fights. So I think he's a very smart by doing what he did. Pisses me off that he's holding the belts hostage. We all know you're not hurt.
Yeah.
So why you coming back to fight Josesito Lopez? That's my whole argument.
Yes. My theory of this goes like this for Keith Thurman. This fight should go, it should go to the mid-late rounds. And I do agree with you about the way, Keith Thurman is going to win this fight. Like you say, he's gonna continuously to bounce around, pop shot, 1-2 and 1-2 him, hit him to the body, move. Yes, I see that happening.
I think
until he, like you said, the later round to where he can, make him so mad,
desperate,
so desperate, and so irritated to where he's gonna be like, fuck this, and go come in real reckless, leaving himself wide open, like you said, for the right hand, and as you said, he's getting stopped. I see it that way too, only because, not because you said it, only because in the later round, it seemed like Keith Thurman gets stronger. To me, he get real strong in his later rounds, and his energy level is still kind of high to me. He's not. Ever since I've seen him fall, he's come in with good, skill settings from first to last. Do I see him really climbing Josesito Lopez? No, I see him beating him though. Do I see him fight anybody else anytime soon, like a worthy opponent? No, I don't, because I feel like that he's very vulnerable at this moment in time. This is one of his moments where he's got to really set himself up to put himself in the right position, because he's looking for the right fight. If he's gonna lose, he's gonna lose to somebody who's great. He's not gonna lose to Josesito Lopez.
No, he's not gonna lose to Josesito Lopez. I'm not expecting.
So for all your spectators out there thinking or assuming,
he's too smart.
I'm hoping it is.
He's too smart.
I'm hoping he is.
I learned he was too smart when he fought Danny Garcia.
Okay.
I learned that. I thought that he was gonna show the world why he's the best, and he showed it on another way, on another level.
Yes, I thought he was going there and trying to get a change.
I'm gonna tell you something. If Keith Thurman, I'm not predicting that Keith Thurman is gonna come out in the first round to claim respect like he did against Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. There was some great exchange in the very first round. If he was like that, he will fuck up Josesito Lopez in the first couple of rounds. But I just don't think it's gonna come to do that because the layoff.
Yeah.
Because of the layoff. That's why I think it's the stoppage is gonna come later on.
And that's my only reason for saying it would come later on, because the fact that he does get strong in the later rounds, and he does, save himself, to be very explosive to me at the end of the rounds, and be really into what he's doing and what he's got going on. And like I say, I don't think he's no just spectacular fighter. But I do give him credit for what he have done in the boxing association. For me, I'm not gonna lie, man. There's, for example, and people will say, "Oh, but Mayweather used to do that." No, but there was a difference. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you this real quick. When I see Keith Thurman fight, I get pissed off. Yeah. And call me a hater, call me whatever you want to call me. I do too. But it's just the way he fights. He comes so explosive in the beginning. He builds the lead. And once he builds the lead, he starts fighting the aggressive way. And he starts boxing very fine, by the way. Yeah. Because he boxes beautifully. Yes. But I'm like, dude, stop this dude. Why are you boxing? You were just fucking him up through the first 3 rounds. Or 4th round, you build up at least so you take it easy. Finish him off. This is the point. Pisses me off. That is the point too for me. That is the point for me. That pissed me the fuck out, because the fact that he does pop shots and play around at the end of the round and then turn around, he get that lead, like you're saying, it does piss me off too. Because the fact of it is, when you can actually stop this guy and make yourself be that type of fighter that, you know what I'm saying, really gets in there. But he's not that type of fighter, man. I'm sorry.
And you know, people talk about why taking the risk.
Hey, we wish he was that type of fighter, like you said. That he's not a risk taker.
And it's not that risk. It's just that he dominates the others being aggressive as well. Why you stop? You feel me? You were about to knock this dude out and you start boxing. Like for example, but Mayweather used to do that. Yeah, but Mayweather used to fuck people up in the lower division. This man, Keith Thurman, for you casual fucking fans that don't know this shit, Keith Thurman used to fight at 154.
Yes, he did.
He went down to get the bigger fights.
Yes.
He used to be a 154 fighter, and he came down.
Yes, he did.
And he's not giving us knockouts no more. You know, listen, my brother.
I think he lost his power.
I think he's fucking full of shit.
I think he lost his power.
I think he's just not an elite fighter. And once he stepped up, all the knockouts and all that aggressiveness went out the fucking toilet. Because there is levels on this shit, my friend.
It is.
And we cannot be biased or fangirls about none of that shit.
Think about it like this. I don't think he carried his power down to that weight class.
Hey, man, I got Keith Thurman by a stoppage.
It's definitely.
All right, man. I see y'all later.
Later.